Hey guys, got off a little bit early from work. Thought I'd be able to sneak in a quick little video here. And honestly, it dawned on me as I was doing this. One, I thought it was Friday, but it's actually Thursday. But two, I usually go through the Telegram and kind of see what's up, and I thought maybe this particular time I'll go through it in real time simply because it's fun. So if that's something that interests you, stay tuned in. All right, guys, welcome back to the Crypto Wave. So first and foremost, I wanted to start. I was in this group here. It was called the. This is a bunch of spam. This is called the Animal Farm Accountability. And this is the one that had a lot. When I was doing the previous videos, there was a lot of talk in here about how things were crumbling and how Forex was lying, and there's a bunch of just subjective stuff. And they produced a huge document and all that kind of stuff. Now there hasn't been any action in here since the 8th, not even from the administrators. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Maybe they're done with it. Maybe they basically said, hey, you know what? We produced our document. Everybody can make their own choice at this point after reading it and decide whether you want to continue in the animal farm or not. Sorry, I had to turn on the fan. It was hot. Bottom line is I read the report. There was some stuff, and I'll be the first to admit that the main dude in here, he's right. A lot of people don't know how to read the blockchain properly, including myself. I know some pretty good basics, but he's definitely way more in depth with what he does. But just like I said in my previous video, I'm kind of letting it speak for myself, let the platform speak for itself. If there was going to be millions of dollars stolen, it would have been done by now. If there was going to be no fulfillment or follow through on the things that were promised, it would have been done by now. But as we've seen, and as my previous videos show, there is still effort and there's still movement going forward with the animal farm as well as drip. And so with that being said, I'm out of here. That's the first thing. The second thing is you're starting to see a lot more kind of drive and a lot more excitement in the group little by little. Now, they haven't officially announced when the farm is going to relaunch. They haven't officially announced a couple of things, such as when the scratch is going to go, although it's months away. They haven't released when the dogs game is going to happen, all those different things. However, there is a certain vibe in here that's starting to pick up again. And where is that coming from? Well, first of all, it's coming from the animal farm token is starting to bump up a little bit, as well as the drip token is now over $10. So these things now, are these from buybacks? Are these from people just buying in? Is this people that are hyped because the last AMA he was talking about scratching, he was talking about the farm, and he was talking about the tokenomics? It's everybody's guess. The bottom line is, though, it's starting to move up. People are starting to buy back into it. Marketing hasn't started yet. The farm is yet to go fully live. Taxes, fees, farming, games, all that stuff has not even gone live yet. And just the thought and the hype of it. Now, as most people know, some of these buys are likely just trying to ride the high. And I think we've all been guilty of it. Get in, wait for that news to drop. What do they say? Buy the rumor, sell the news. So some of this may be a little bit of an artificial pump as it's working its way up. In fact, let me come over here real quick and refresh this. As it's working its way up, there's going to be people who wait for that announcement of the farm or whatever the case is, and they're going to sell. And you will see a bit of a drop. Up to this point, we've had, I think it's like 18 straight days of, let's go to the day chart real quick. I think it's like 18 days of gains or something. Let's see. Let's bring, oops, wrong way. Here we go. So that was the last down. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days straight. Almost more, but there was a little down day right here. of upward action. Now, again, is this because somebody's buying? Is this because maybe there's some buybacks happening from the team? Maybe Forex is doing it? I don't know. Bottom line, though, is here we are, $82, at least according to the DEX tools. $82 is nothing to laugh at, considering we did hit the low over here of 55. So if anybody was sticking in there, boom, you're at 55 up to that 82. And again, I anticipate it going up even further until that news comes of when the farm's going to launch. And then I think you're going to see a little bit of a drop off of people selling news, only to have that regain again and start moving back up if the stuff that's in line and what he's got lined up work, and the tokenomics and the mathematics and everything else. So all really, really good news. $82 animal farm price. That's amazing. That means that all this stuff that I've been chilling over here in the pig pen is slowly going up. Hopefully we'll start seeing some more rewards coming from here. Pig's credit is done. Piggy Bank I meant to click on. These are all the ones that I have going. Now these values haven't quite jumped as much, and that's a little bit more. A lot of people in the chat are asking, why the heck is this not, my value going down as I'm compounding? Well, a couple of different reasons. One is the long compound, such as mine here. I think this was my 3-year one. The majority of those bonuses come in the last 25% of the stake itself, so you have to wait till the end to get those bonuses. Number two, it is based on liquidity. When you're cashing out of here, you're getting a liquidity token. If that liquidity token is too low, or if it's low, then your value that you're cashing out is going to be low. What you need for the liquidity side is you need liquidity token to go up, and that's going to be people coming in. You will see that liquidity token increasing slowly over time the more people come in here and buy. The more BUSD that comes in, the more animal farm that's being exchanged, various factors such as that. You will see that liquidity price coming up. So with that being said, let's kind of go through the chat here. I haven't gone through no more since this morning. It looks like it was already starting to pump this morning, which is good. One of the things I usually do is I just kind of scroll through just to see if there's any keywords. Obviously look to see if Forex mentions anything. There's 500 messages here. A lot of times it's a lot of questions just saying, hey, what about this? Why is my thing going down? All-time high. So here's somebody, that's right. This is, what's his name? He's always, the wannabe whale. That's what it was. He's always putting these positive things out there, which I like. You know what I mean? I do like the positivity. It's a breath of fresh air when he's going through this and such. $10, it looks like, is where it's at. And as of right now, we're at 10.08. So it did creep up just a bit more, but I'm imagining it went up and down through the day, which is honestly good. Looks like Bartertown did another video. I'll have to check that out. Animal Farm ripping. So AFP ripping. He's true. Pigs flying. That's very true. So a lot of people posting kind of the excitement. Let's scroll through here a little bit more. Here we go. Forex from 10 this morning. We have determined the day we will make our Animal Farm launch date announcement, and it will be this month. Today is the 11th. We're waiting for our audits and tests to be finished, and I will never post a launch date until 100% of the work and testing is complete. This way, we have no delays or rush work to meet the deadline. Honestly, he says that before. It hasn't happened that way. Hopefully, this time he means it. Honestly, we've been waiting like 6-7 months. What's another week or two? Just make sure it is ready to rock on the day of. That's all I ask. We have taken our testing of the protocol to a new level, even going as far as hiring independent developers just to come in and audit, test our platform. They're about 75% complete. However, we need to schedule marketing with major platforms, have been waiting lists and are pre-booked, so we have to give ourselves a conservative time window. That way, that we know the work will be completed by and using this announcement date as the point of start scheduling marketing around. Okay. The date we choose is extremely conservative, but as stated above, it will be before the end of the month. We're working with top 2 marketing firms and already over 30 marketing events placements scheduled starting the day we make the launch date announcement. So that's actually huge news. And I'm glad that they're doing it that way. So it sounds like he is going to announce the launch date itself by the end of this month. Once that launch date is announced, it sounds like all of this marketing is going to be pushed onto that particular launch date. And it does look like it's going to be started the day they announced it, which is huge because you're going to want people to come in and start kind of building up and getting excited for that and getting that hype again. So if you currently have TVL and Animal Farm, you will be able to migrate it to version 2 to the version 2 contracts without paying the deposit fee as a thank you for staying loyal. Boom! I like the sound of that. Why? Because not all, but a lot of my shiznit is over here. So I still got my 1,000 cake over there. I got a little bit of BUSD, and then I have some over in the farms also that's just been sitting and waiting to get moved over. So that is, Forex, I doubt you watch my videos, but you know what? I appreciate that right there. Because it's true. It's a tough call. And to be honest with you, the only reason I left it is because if I left it and I didn't go through the contract withdrawal process and everything, I was less inclined to sell it. And to be honest with you, everything that I have in the farm that isn't tucked away elsewhere, but the percentage that I use to farm are all coins that I'm willing to hold on to. However, temptation, as you guys know, that temptation will get you. And when the market's dropping, a lot of people are probably going to feel inclined to try and skim off the top of those cake tokens they're holding or whatever the case is. So in reality, it was kind of an educated decision. Yes, I didn't have it on the farm working on the back end, but I also didn't have... at this whole time, I never had the inkling of like, oh my gosh, I got to sell it. Oh my gosh, I got to sell it. Because I didn't. And so now, and I appreciate that he's going to help out those who have been loyal to be able to migrate over to the new farm automatically without the deposit fee. I was really hoping for that, and I love it. Let's see. They posted on Twitter, woohoo, announcement dates. This is probably where a lot of that hype came from because obviously people are going to be excited for that. People dancing. Launch date, Bartertown, what do you say? Futter's angry and bleeding bad. So true. So true. And that's kind of... That might be just about... I mean, I always look to see if he follows up with any statements or anything. Doesn't look like he will. Oh, look at that. It got all the way up to 1042. What are we at right now? 1009. So it actually had a pretty good pump today. This month. Yada, yada, yada. The real question is, what is the new AFP price going to land? As people start locking it up, as people start buying, selling, trading, as the fees get applied. That's the big question. Nothing else from him in particular. Let's get down to the bottom here. All right, well, cool. Huge news in my opinion. So we will know by the end of the month. Today is August 11th, 2022. We're going to know by the end of August when the heck are all these farms going to kick back into gear here. So for me personally, I still have my drip BUSD. It's rocking and rearing to go. I have in the drip garden just been compounding as opposed to withdrawing the last bit, just to try and get those plants back up to par, because I already have a pretty decent amount for me of the drip BUSD LP just chilling in my wallet at the moment that I'll deposit into the farm once it goes. And then I have my usuals. I have my my single stake dogs that you guys know about that I'm going to put on there once it gets credited. And then I do have my USDC BUSD, and then I have some cake and things as I showed you earlier. So all that stuff sounds like it will get migrated over, which is going to be epic. I kind of hope he lets us migrate it over before it launches. And this sounds greedy, and I'm just being honest, simply because then we're already in that farm when all the fees start getting applied, and so we kind of get the benefit of being in early. If not, no worries. I'm not really worried about it. And I know it sounds shady, but, what are you going to do? All right, guys. That's, I don't want to bore you too much. All good news. Animal Farm launch date upcoming this month. Animal Farm token taken off. Drip amazingly taken off. I love my faucet. I'm actually to the point where I'm actually making a decent amount of daily. I'm nowhere near the max payout, but I have increased substantially. Even if this starts getting back up to that $20, $30 range, being able to pull, I think I average, I want to say 16 a day, if I'm not mistaken. So if it gets to say $30, $480 a day, that's not bad. What is that for a month times 30? No, hold on, that can't be right. Did I misdo it? So we'll say 16 a day times $30 a token, $480 a day times 30 days. My God, $14,000 in a month. That's if I withdraw. But as you guys know, I'm not a withdrawal every day type of person on this platform. But still, that's some life-changing money right there. But again, it's all dependent on what this price ultimately gets up to. But I do like the price action. I do like that it's on its way up. I like Animal Farm is on the way up before the launch even happens. This is all good news. Love it. All right, guys, that's about all I got. I will try and do another video later this week or early next week, and that's that. Everybody have a great day, and I hope the world is treating you well. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I appreciate it.